So they have time to draw this really detailed background painting of just a drum kit sitting on the ground, but they can't get money for a couple of tiny ass avatars for their fucking social media section? Gosh dang. Hot ziggity. Angry. I'm like that cat that doesn't like the banana. I'm just very grumpy about this. Oh, we got the... Let's give it a... Oh, no, I can't pause. I can't pause. Fuck, no, the controllers aren't working. This is great. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry about that. We need to restart that. We need to restart that because my controller didn't work. I thought it was plugged in. It should automatically work. But nope. But hey, Fang plays as good as you do without it. Penny for your thoughts, baby. Bow, bow. Again, I don't get to enjoy any of the background stuff because once it starts picking up, I have 3 different things to worry about. At the minimum. It's not a love song. She swears. They swear. It's not a love song, please.
Not bad. Nerves got you a bit, huh?
I got a 90%.
Wait, that
Yay.
sounds bad. Did we suck?
Nah, not even close.
You were just poopy.
Did good. Couple of rough patches here and there, but you probably already knew that.
This is it me? Like, did anything change? No. But like one of the left eyebrow on eyelash or something on LJ looks like it's kind of tearing. Like it's got, yeah, we fixed the screen tear, but it looks like. Okay, that just reminds me of another thing the game should do more. Okay, so listen, like they're already not using the visuals well in a way that works. They're already not using the game mechanics in a way that it works. They're not using the lyrics in a way. Like I know that lyrics, I'm doing that in a thing that I'm writing. I'm writing because the character is the songwriter lyricist. So logically, you know, they should, you know, write what they know because they're replacing someone. So logically they should write what they know and let their own emotions out in some fashion. So, you know, it has to relate to the story in some This is all easy, you know? This has all like been done so many times before. If you care about music, if you care about writing, this stuff is so obvious and easy. I read nothing. I listen to no good music. And I know this stuff. That's how you know you fucked up. And you made a big whoopsie. If I can outdo you, you've done something wrong. I should not be the smartest person in your writer's room. Please.
You're only as good as your weakest link.
Yeah, that's a good thing to say to a band. Thank you. Be gracious.
Thanks. We did what you said with the new songs, and we worked really hard.
I can tell.
I would like to point out the other band just got chewed out and thrown off the stage without Swamp Babies or any context. Here's the thing, right? If you have Swamp Babies or a good band on the stage, you can be like, okay, is Fang being awkward talking this much? Should I feel something? Is Fang stretching the definition of what's allowed after? Is because you can have LJ cut people off, you can have them do certain things, you can establish things, you can make Fang look nervous. Fang is standing on stage and they're talking about themselves. Maybe they don't feel comfortable with that. Maybe you can establish some of that introversion by having Fang be a little bit more awkward, being like, I don't know what to say. Stuff you can do.
Well,
But you thought it was okay?
Also, I don't know what it is, but something about the fact that Fang's blushes are like these blue strikes makes me think that Fang is like an insect or something.
stop worrying so much about whether other people like it or not. All that does is rattle your nerves and make you play like crap. You have something special.
Very funny thing to say as the person who's literally judging them if they're going to be in a show or not. You don't worry about what other people say, you know? If I show up, that's like my teacher telling me, oh, don't worry if you actually studied for a test or not. I was like, what the fuck are you on? Like, you don't even need to make music for Swamp Babies for that good band to work, Infamous Cloaker. You can just have them show up on stage, and then you play like a riff at the end to like, oh, it's the end of the song, and they've just performed, you know, to establish that throughput. Hell, start off with like a riff. So give them some tone. Give them a little bit of an edge. Like, do they use a lot of heavy guitars? Do they yell a lot? Like, would they end on a scream? Would they end on a big drum? You know, that kind of stuff. And then you can have LJ. You only need a little to establish a lot. Show, don't tell. Give us that moment. Let us feel the hatred for Swamp Babies. So that when we hear Rabies Babies on the radio, we're like, fuck them.
Run with it.
Instead,
See you at the show, kid.
they show up in the background of the scene
We're in?
and they say nothing.
We're in!
Yeah, okay. Get off my stage now. Next.
There they are. And there's the other band, who has no name. And there's the solo act, who's cute. That's a cute solo act. Reserved. Anyway, it's Rosa.
I can't believe we did it!
Hey, you want to know some fun visual storytelling you could have done in this scene? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something really good. The perfect way to frame the scene. Reed is on the left. Trish is on the right. Fang. No, wait. Reed is on the left. Rosa's on the right. Fang is sitting next to Reed and Trish. So Trish is literally in between Rosa and Fang. So that you're like, oh, they're pulling apart the old friend group versus the new. Very simple visual storytelling. It's super fucking easy. Fucking do it, man. Just do it. Have Trish sit in between these two people instead of opposite like this. Is it supposed to imply the distance? Because if that's the point, work it. Have that be the immediate part. Have the first thing Trish does is talk to Rosa. If that's not what happens, you fucked up.
I feel like I'm dreaming. Am I dreaming?
I feel like I had an out-of-body experience. I bailed hard a couple times. Do
Nope.
you think LJ noticed?
You dropped the stitch. Idiots. Well, obviously.
Yeah, she said you need to tighten up a bit.
Oh, I feel awful.
It's fine. She was just trying to help.
Selfie?
Hey, you know, if you did the scene the way I did it, and like Rosa is off to the side, then you could have Rosa and Trish be like closer together. Again, you can imply the conflict visually. Which is kind of what's happening here, but it works better if Trish is in between the two to imply like it can work, but you need to. It can work, but then you need to immediately, like I said, start off with Trish talking to Rosa. It makes sense for Trish to talk to Rosa because they've already been on the stage, they've already talked to Fang, they've already a little blip over there, and now they're like, I'm sitting down with my friend, we're going to talk to a friend. But she also already talked to a friend when she showed up early. Would have been great if like Fang's outside and then Trish just texts, hey, we're inside. And then you walk inside and you see that Trish is already having a fun conversation with Rosa. So like Fang heard about the fact that they were wrong outside through a fucking text, and they walk inside and they see Trish already having a great time with Rosa. Creates that, oh man, I guess you don't care about me because you didn't even get me outside. I don't know. There's a lot of tiny things they could have done that help establish that friction, or the concept at the very least. Yeah, Rosa doesn't really contribute anything to the scene. Not even like visually with metaphor, which is sad. Can you tell that Rosa was originally... Oh, it's a laptop. Holy shit. I never knew they used one. Oh my god, it's It's Clip Studio Paint, right? Reminds me of Clip Studio Paint. Who knows? Anyway, we get to... It's us! That's great. That's so cute. It's us! Worm Funeral, Cool Wizard, Cool Ass Worm, or Real Ass Worm? I'm feeling It's Us or Worm Funeral. We can go basic. Comic Sans. Listen, KOOP, you cannot beat the garbage poster they made in Snoot Game. You just can't. It's the shittiest poster. It's perfect. Oh. You can go for Wingding, which I can kind of read because it did a bunch of... never mind. I feel... Nah, this is kind of neat, but it depends on the cover we're going for. Hand drawn... Oh my god, Fang. Basic. No, we're not going basic. Speed lines. That is literally a tool on your software, you lazy dumbass. Grunge. Feathers. Why feathers? Oh, because, yeah, 2 of you have feathers. Noticeable ones. Yeah, Trish has no feathers. That'd be weird. Grunge. And I love how bad this is. Okay, right. Let me stop you. I'm going to stop everyone here. I'm going to bring something up that's important. Why is Fang doing this? I get that Fang is like the big band person and they have all the mindset, but Reed is the one who does like the van stuff, right? And it's implied that Reed is like a creative edge in that he likes to write for his game and everything. He likes to draw a little bit or something. Why not give this to Reed? Why not give Reed this or Trish? Like have someone else do the art and be the artist instead of Fang being this Renaissance lady person. Anyway, since I realized what the actual thing is we drew, we're kind of limited on what we can use here. This kind of works, but I went for something stark, and there's nothing here that's stark. It's us. You know what? I like this. I like this one a lot because it's so sad. Yeah, this one's great. Everyone feeling this one? I like how they went through the trouble to draw like hand-drawn layer locks, but they didn't put a color indicator on the color wheel. Also, this probably isn't CSP, because CSP doesn't have that kind of stroke selector. Not like that, though. Yeah! Like, Fang doesn't dress emo specifically. They dress a bit more punk rock. They got a bit more of an edge to them. And, like, none of the songs have screaming in them. Fang looks like someone who should scream. They got a giant schnoz. And they're a bird. Like hawks make loud noises. Okay. It does say 0409. We know this takes place in 2021, I think. So logically speaking, this takes place either the 4th of September, considering they're using kilometers, they might be using the ISO standard for dates, which makes sense for the Southern Hemisphere, which they are in, or it is the 9th of April, which implies they're using the American date standard, which can go somewhere else. I don't like it. I personally say that headcanon that it's the 4th of September because it makes a hell of a lot more sense. But I like this poster. It's so goofy. Would any other centerpiece work? I guess Cool Ass Wizard, maybe? I just think this is like the cute kind of lame. I don't know. So it is September. I hope so, because that... I feel vindicated in that case. Vindicated. But yeah, let's just go on. Cute poster. Go back! Well, okay. Okay, listen. Why is this doing this now? Why is that doing that now? Here it doesn't do that. Here you select stuff and it doesn't like make it go up, but here it goes up when you select it. That's weird. Don't do that. Stop it. There's like so many selection methods you use. Just stick to one. Have a cohesive visual language for your user experience, my man. Oh, there's so many stickers on that laptop. We have no references for anything. I think that the poster is the only one we get. What do we got here? We get one more post. What the hell is everyone scared about? The planet moves. We could be totally somewhere else by the time it gets here. What are the odds? It's gonna be coming right for where we're going to be. Yeah, that's why they think it's going to hit us, because they're like, oh, it's going to be where we're going to be in 9 months. That's how the math works. I don't care how the Canadians do their dates. It doesn't matter. It's 10 a.m. School's about to start.
You better remember us when you're famous.
Sorry, Sage, we don't even remember you right now, and you're like in the principal cast. I just want to play music.
I just want to play music. And we still have so much work to do.
What's funny is that Fang does wear an emo outfit when they're trying on clothes for the performance. I think the red dress, the black dress with the red sweater or the emo would work better than the other two outfits, which is this and the metal one.
Like, we have to put up all these posters so people will actually show up and cheer for us.
Do you think all the
Do you like the irony that in Goodbye Volcano High, Fang is like, we gotta get people to the show, but in Snoot Game, it's like, I don't want people coming to my show because they're all angry. It's like saying the galaxy is moving, so it won't get hit by a drop. Also, gravity accounts for things.
energy is tied to the meteor? The power of
There's a YouTube symbol on the background there.
What do you mean?
Sometimes all you need is a push. Like today I drew the Eight of Wands. This is a higher power saying like, move it, girl!
Actually, Eight of Wands would be near the completion of an arc. Because, again, the 1 to 10 cards are like an arc of progression. So that would be more towards the end, like completion, satisfaction. Although I guess 8 is close enough that it could be near the hump.
I was about to pass your ass, let's go!
I feel the same thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like I'm finally on my way to...
You know, my friend Reed is having like an existential dread moment with the fact that the asteroid is coming, but you know what? I'm just having a fun time here. It's fine. I mean, Goodbye Volcano High Fang wears like 3 outfits in any massive capacity. I think at Battle of the Bands they wear something else, and during the end game they wear something else. So actually, that's 4 different outfits.
something.
I really believe that the cards just help.
We got a flashback. The new girl. Because guess what? Guess what? Oh my god, it's low poly. Can I like how Reed hasn't changed at all. Reed is just Reed. Trish looks different because of the hair. And Fang looks different for all the reasons. But again, why do you look like a squid girl, an octoling? Fang, are you a kid or a squid? You gotta tell me. You have to tell me. It's the law. But I love how Reed looks the same. It's like he never changed. Something about... Snoot Game Fang, at the minimum, has base outfit, the 3 different outfits for the 3 different endings, where they wear something else. They have performance outfits, which I think is 4 more, so minimum 8? Probably? Yeah, the prom outfits, and the 3 ending outfits. So yeah, that's minimum 8 for Snoot Game Fang. Not that the amount of outfits a character has is good. That doesn't necessarily say anything about quality, but it does mean they've escaped the cartoon void of wearing the same thing over and over again. So there I was, covered head to toe in... Oh, that is a way to introduce yourself. I mean, hey, you're doing something with the panels. I like how Sage and Stella have not changed either. It's only Trish and Fang who have changed over the years. That is a person. Why does everyone have the same colored hair, skin, and eyebrows except for Fang? I still have the theory that Fang is an albino to some extent. Hence, they're just ginger, and it's like a really weird thing when normally you're like color matched. But it is a weird thing, especially since Fang has to dye their hair to make it work. Like honestly, if it's such a common thing, why wouldn't Fang be dyeing it way earlier? Also, dyeing your eyebrows. Ugh. A lot is happening right now. 1 person showed up, Reed. Are you that easily flummoxed? They moved in from Cliffside. The names in this world suck, but that's fine. Because the names in real life also suck. They're just in old versions where it sounds smart, but they're all still shit names. It's still just called the River Avon. Like, there's so many places with the same name. Like, this is a cute little introduction. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I like how Reed is just standing there and he's blinking with the wrong eye. What are these angles, by the way, on these characters? If you did this right in a comic, right, you would have Trish facing to the right, you would have Reed facing down the middle, and you would have Fang looking left, because the character that's facing the group would be Stella, who's facing them head on, you know? It's just a compositional thing that seems a bit off here. But yeah, I keep thinking that Fang is an albino because red eyes, red hair, very pale. But the father has the same thing, so who knows? But yeah, like Sage, I understand that you are auditioning for Steven Universe from the show Steven Universe, but just because your name begins with an S doesn't give you the right. Like, you can't just be Steven Universe because you want to. Just like Stella, I know Stella's got the width for being Sans Undertale, but they're not Sans Undertale. You just can't. Snook Game Fang has 3 prom variations, 2 future variations, well, 3 kind of. 1 every day and 2 for nightwear. Wow. What's with the stripes in there? I already said it. 517342. Past Fang is a squid, or a kid, or an octoling, or a kid, or a squid, or a kid, or a squid, or a kid, or a squid. It's one of the two, but it's somewhere in there. I can't imagine how painful that is to dye. Listen, the way that you normally do hair dyeing is you go from like the bottom and you stroke it downwards, I think. Like you stroke it downwards. Getting horizontal stripes in there is something you probably have to like hold the hair taut and brush over it, which doesn't sound like something that's like playing your hair like a violin. It's impressive, but it's a bit anime. And unless you're going to pull out a splatter gun, I don't want to hear about it. Show me your .50 gal, lady. Come on. Huh? Pull like your dynamo roller. I know you're an ink brush. I know you're an ink brush user, Fang. You're just that kind of special. But Steven Universe just can't stop themselves. Nice to meet you. Wait. Do they still have color text boxes? Because shouldn't Trish be purple? Or did they forget that for this? That's just goofy. Maybe it's for recognition purposes, for like speed reading. But yeah. Also, would like to point out that Fang's front is very well like kept, and then the back is wild. That is a style to go with. Some of us cooler than others. I love how they're doing this in front of like the front door of the school. Like no one needs to go inside. Geminidon? Geminidon. Look at this energy. You will forever be associated with each other. You will be shipped together, and you are doomed to this fate. Like, who gave these two little garbage babies a sugar candy? Stop giving them sugar candy. We got flashbacks for people coming close.
Clarity. It's not about the future so much as tuning into where you are right now. And what energy you can work with, and what energy you can send right to the trash. See ya. No thanks. You want to draw one?
Well, at least they put the sound effect there to show that they're pulling it out. Steven Universe. Yeah, you know, Steven Universe from the show Steven Universe.
Yeah, I guess.
What is Rosa doing during all this?
Why not?
Right? Think of a question.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, there's like the intimate.
One of these 3 cards holds the answer.
Or something like that.
All right, are we feeling blue, Dabbit? Oh, it just decided to pick that for me.
Ooh, I see. Love to see this little guy. Any immediate feelings?
No, but I'm going to pull out my tarot deck, and we're going to look at the Page of Swords. Because I do tarot. You clowns. First, we're going to take out the Helper card. We're going to put it to the side. We're going to find the Page of Swords. And then we're going to look at the Page of Swords. And I'm going to go, I wonder what the Page of Swords makes me feel. And then we'll look at the card and see what the card says, the hint guide says, that we should be feeling. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands. Get those knights out of here. The Ace of Swords. I want the Ace of Spades, baby. The King of Wands. What a regal fellow. The Moon. The High Priestess. The Ace of Pentacles. Justice. The Fool. The Hanged Man. Oh, he's right side up because he's upside down. I'm dropping all these cards. The Page of Wands. Nope, that's the wrong one. Why are so many of these upside down? The Ace of Wands, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Emperor. Did I miss him? The King of Pentacles. Or is he in the back? I mean, some cards are going to be in the back. The Page of Swords. Here we go. I kind of forgot what Swords is about. Swords is about intelligence, like rational matters, right? Because being smart is a two-sided sword or something like that. I'm going to pull up I got a little tarot guide that's like explains this kind of stuff. Let's see. Swords is intellect and reason and ideas. Swords and brains are double-edged. Swords is also air. Lovely. The Page is an experienced kid full of energy. There he is. He's standing valiantly atop a hill, sword outstretched. The land looks like a wave. The clouds are in the back. Birds are in the air. This man is ready to raise some hell. Let's see what the hint card has to say. I would personally see this as an invitation to go for it. Use your brain and let it sing. A lithe, active figure holds a sword upright with both hands while in this act of swift walking. He is not walking, so far I can tell. Authority overseeing secret service, vigilance, spying, examination, and the qualities here to belonging. Reversed can be the evil side of these qualities. What is unforeseen, unprepared state, or sickness is also imitated. So, who knows? Who knows? I personally would take this as a confirmation that, Fang, your brain is in the right spot. It's doing the right things. Give it a go. You never know where you'll end up. Confirmation, basically. Let's see what Stella has to say about it all. After I put my deck back in the box. Because I like to store my cards properly. Because they're very nice cards, thank you. I had to go to a store to get this. A special American store that sells American books. Amazing.
Okay, so turns out I love tarot.
Sorry to butt in, but we gotta run. School and all.
I missed them.
Right. Listen, find me later if you want. I can explain it a bit.
I love how many conversations in this fucking game are like, I've said a thing, oh sorry, I have to go now. It legitimately feels like every conversation is 2 minutes long and people just leave.
Catch you later, shooting rock star.
That card and all that stuff about the asteroid.
Listen, what the card says, Fang, is you gotta conjure a mind sword. Once you can conjure your soul knife, you can cleave the asteroid in half. That's what it's telling you. You can make your own destiny, right?
If there are signs from the universe, a giant rock from space is a pretty shitty one. I can't let that be it. Snap.
Yeah, it's really weird how this game is so... It's because there's not many adults and voice actors and, like, the rigging pipeline and character design. There are so many problems with getting a character integrated into the story in this. They just can't do it. I tell you, bad ideas.
Out of it, dork.
Now we're standing over here. For some reason, we've dramatically altered angle.